Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. I'm Adam and today we're doing a summary of round 1 Battle of the Beasts All Generation. So it took a year, but we're finally done with round 1. 77 fights all done. Now we have 78 beasts left. Out of those 78, only 3 of the main series got eliminated, and those 3 are in 27th place, with the last beast standing of that series being Faurar. That is series 14, the Cursed Dragon. 26th place, with last beast standing being Naga. It was season 3, the Dark Realm. And 25th place, with the last beast standing being Zircon, being series 23, the Shattered Kingdom. So those seasons are officially out of the tournament. I guess it's a shame, but we got to lose some seasons, and we still got 24 seasons left to fight, with at least one beast left. So with this summary, we're going to go through each series and which beasts are left, and then we're going to go through each special one by one. And I'm not aiming to talk about each beast for ages, but just saying which beasts are through, maybe another comment or so, and then move on. So we're going to start things off with series 1, and the 3 beasts that made it through from series 1 are Furno, Sepron, and Epos. So arguably the strongest 3 made it through from series 1, so that's good. Representing series 2, the Golden Armor, the only beast to make it through is Sultra, the Stone Charmer. Sultra, it's a shame that Sultra's the only one that made it through from series 2, but if I'm being honest, the rest of the beasts aren't really that impressive anyway, and they all lost in spectacular fashion as well. Obviously series 3 is eliminated, so up next is season 4 with Nixa the Deathbringer, Rashuk the Cave Troll, and Stealth the Ghost Panther. I do not care for Rashuk at all, but Rashuk winning was obvious in that fight because he went against Ursus. Nixa and Stealth, I was surprised they won, but I'm not disappointed though. So yeah, I'm happy with them. Series 5, we have 3 beasts as well. Crab, Master of the Sea, Hawkeye, Arrow of the Air, and Tremor, the Earth Lord. I'm honestly a bit surprised that only 3 beasts from Series 5 made it, because in the Old Generation tournament, Series 5 dominated that tournament. They still didn't win, but they dominated it, having half of their season make it through to the top 10. No, sorry, top 20, which was very impressive. But I guess in this tournament, they just had a bit worse matchups, so yeah. Representing Series 6, with only 3 beasts remaining as well, we have Komodo the Lizard King, Merc the Swamp Man, and Vespic the Wasp Queen. My girl has made it. So Season 6, the right 3 made it through. Fang was never winning against Hellion. Muro against Tremor, please. And Terra against Bloodboar. Come on. Like, those were obvious wins for Bloodboar, Tremor, and Hellion. Speaking of Hellion, let's show Season 7 that's made it through. Hellion the Fiery Foe, Crestor the Crushing Terror, Madara the Midnight Warrior, Elic the Lightning Horror, and Carnivora the Winged Scavenger. So 5 beasts from Series 7 have made it through. Normally, I'll be like, oh, they're dominating the series. But for me, I'm actually really happy that Season 7 making it through, because Season 7 is probably my favourite season of Beast Quest, because all the beasts are great except for one. But if Hellion can do really good in the tournament and show that he can be a good beast, then the whole season might have good beasts, because I like Comball. Lucas is happy to hear that as well, I reckon. But yeah, that's season 7. Up next we have season 8, and like with season 7, 5 books have made it through. We have Balisk the Water Snake, Coron Jaws of Death, Torno the Hurricane Dragon, Cronus the Clawed Menace, and Bloodboar the Buried Doom. Now, whilst I'm not as big a fan of these beasts as I am of Series 7, I need to be honest when I say I'm not a big fan of Series 8, but I need to be honest when I say the beasts are really good. The beasts are arguably one of the strongest sets of beasts there ever are. Bloodboar being the strongest physically power-wise. So, I think Series 8 has a chance to dominate the series now that I actually am focusing on the abilities and the stats. Unlike the old generation tournament, I just narrate as I go along. This time I'm doing that, but also taking the stats and abilities into account. Up next is season 9 with only 1 beast remaining, and at least it's one that Lucas likes: Silver the Wild Terror. Now, I'm willing to bet Torpix will be in round 2 as well in this tournament, but Torpix won season 1, so he's not allowed to compete in this tournament. But Silver is currently the only representative left for Series 9. And being honest, I'm happy that he is. If there was going to be one representative left for Season 9, I'm glad it was Silver. I mean, I like Karaka, I like Spikefin, but if I'm being honest, Silver is on another league compared to them. Up next, we have Season 10 with only 2 beasts remaining: Lustsaw the Acid Darts and Voltrex the Two-Headed Octopus. Now, unfortunately, they lost half of their team. Noctilla is the one which I'm mostly gutted about because I do like Noctilla. However, Noctilla's opponent, she stood no chance. Doomskull, Tecton, and Shamani, they all lost fair and square. I can't remember who each of them lost to, but I know Tecton lost to Morax. I can't remember who Doomskull and Shamani have lost to. But yeah, I'm just going to say they lost fair and square. So yeah. Right, just need to sort out this because the pile just falling over on me. Nice of it, isn't it? Up next we have season 11 with, surprisingly, 4 beasts that made it through. So I'm really surprised about that. And they are Elko, the Lord of the Sea, Brutus, the Hound of Horror, Serpio, the Slivered Shadow, and Tauron, the Pounding Fury. I'm surprised that 4 beasts, let alone 3, have made it through from season 11. Because when I see season 11, I think of how bad of a series it is story-wise. I gave Serpio the time of day, I gave Brutus the time of day, but I never actually gave the other beast the time of day. I just assumed, oh, they exist, okay. But I'm hoping this tournament will change my opinion on these beasts. Because I think they're getting a bad rep for simply existing. Up next we have season 12 with only 2 beasts remaining, and honestly, I'm indifferent. I like one, but I don't like the other. Here we are: Solax, Scourge of the Sea, and Merca, the Ice Horse. I mean, it's an alright matchup, I guess. Just, if I'm... Oh, I don't even know what to say about these guys. Like, Solax's victory was kind of expected going against Wrathcore, and Merca's victory, I can't remember who Merca won against, but I think it was an obvious victory as well. But I would be surprised if they make it through to round 4. So now we got 3 beasts remaining of season 13, and then wrapping up the old generation. And they are Slivka, the Cold-Hearted Curse, Linka, the Sky Conqueror, and the most recent winner, Koba, Ghoul of the Shadows. Both of these beasts are astoundingly great. And Koba especially had a great battle. all of them have shown how ruthless and bloodthirsty and callous they are. They show no sympathy whatsoever, and with that, I think that makes them a very big threat in the tournament. So watch out for Season 13. So up next, we have Season 15, because Season 14 has been eliminated. And the last beast remaining is Plexor the Raging Reptile. I'm happy about that. I like Plexor. But Xeric and Quagos really let Season 15 down, and yet again they died in round 1. I'm starting to see a theme here. Wardock is, of course, banned from this tournament because he won the New Generation tournament. So I'm afraid Plexor is all that's left of Season 15. But at least it's a good representative. He did really good in the New Generation tournament, and I'm sure he's going to do just as good here. Up next, we have Season 16 with only one representative left, and that's Solix the Deadly Swarm. Yeah, there we are. I just had to double check the title. Yeah, Season 16. I don't really like Season 16, so to have one beast through, I'm okay about that. But if I'm being honest, his opponent, if Solix was going to lose to his opponent, which was Scalix, I'd be impressed. So I knew Solix had to go through. Next, Season 17, we have 2 beasts left, and I think it's my favourite Season 17 and Luke's favourite Season 17. And they are Griff the Feathered Fiend and Okko the Sand Monster. Both of these beasts, they didn't really make it far, did they? Griff died in round 2 and Okko died in round 1. Hopefully this time they get good matchups which can make them go further, especially for Griff. Yay, justice for Griff. But they didn't stop the whole kind of favoritism that I had towards Griff, and I can't even deny that I had favoritism towards Griff. I'm not going to show that favoritism, but I do want to see Griff make it through to round 3. Redemption for the last tournament. Up next for Season 18, we have Corixa the Diamond Warrior, and that's it. Corixa, I don't really know what to say about Corixa, really, because she aced her battle, but the rest of her team died almost effortlessly. So, don't really know what to say about that. And up next, we have Season 19. Now, this is the only season in both old and new generation to have all 4 beasts make it through to round 2. All of them have won their battle. And of course, I'm talking about Quag the Stone Dragon, Korvax the Sea Dragon, Vedrix the Poison Dragon, and Stritor the Skeleton Dragon. Now, honestly, I was expecting at least 2 books from this series make it through to round 2, but 4 of them? Is Season 19 going to be the season that dominates this series? What season was it that dominated the New Generation tournament? In the old generation of Season 5, because they had the most beasts left standing before they started dwindling, I'd argue the dominating series of the New Generation was Season 26, because Technos, Malix, and Chiron were forces to be reckoned with. And they all made it to the top 7. Well, Malix and Technos made it to the top 7, and Chiron made it to the top 15, I believe. Up next is Season 20 with Okira the Crusher. Okay, let's try that again. Up next, Season 20 with Okira the Crusher. What are you doing in my swamp? I saw Shrek recently, so. And Rykard the Firehound. So, I like both of these beasts. They are the highlights of Season 20. But I don't like Season 20 that much. So, I'm neutral that they made it through. But I personally believe that they won't last much longer. I like to see how long they can last, but I can't imagine it being much longer. Up next for Season 21, we have Skra, the Night Scavenger, Tyrantix, the Bone Spider, and Lipida, the Shadow Fiend. All three of these beasts are definitely the best of Season 21. Arguably the most underrated series, in my opinion. And rightfully so. They are great books. And Season 21, I think, is going to go a long way. And if I'm predicting the last beast standing of Season 21, it's got to be Skra. Skra was the last beast standing in Series 21 before, and he made it up to the top 10, I believe. I don't know when Skra got eliminated, but all I know is he lost to Plexor. Up next, we have Season 22 with Menux the Saber-Toothed Terror, Durog Hammer of the Jungle, and Nasefa the Cursed Siren. Season 22 had a bit of a weird adventure getting into round 2, because in the last tournament, Durog and Larnak were the only ones that made it through, but now Larnak's dead, Menux and Nasefa made it through as well. So, arguably Season 22 is doing better, but arguably some could say they're not. Representing Series 24 though, because Series 23's been eliminated. Series 24, we have Electro the Stormbird and Morax the Wrecking Menace. For a series with as powerful beasts as Series 24, I'm surprised that only 2 have made it through. Morax, I know, is going to do great. Electro, I'm still a bit on the fence for. So I think Morax will be the last beast standing for that series. But Kroko lost to Koba in a spectacular fashion. And Fluga... Who did Fluga lose to? Was it Grashkor? Must be. I think Fluga lost to Grashkor. Not entirely sure, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm surprised Series 24 only has 2 beasts that made it through. Representing Series 25, we have Lycaxa, Hunter of the Peaks, and Galaki, Spear of the Depths. Best of Series 25, by the way. So we have a former runner-up in round 2, as well as another former runner-up being Crestor. And I'm expecting both of them to make it through to round 3. Galaki, I'm hoping will do better than he did, because he died in round 1. He's doing better already, but I'd like him to make it through to round 3 as well. Series 26 now, we have, well, the same as the New Generation tournament. Technos, Malix, and Chiron. All 3 of these beasts, I would argue, aced their battle. And they all deserve to make it through to round 2, really. I'm happy that they all made it through, so yeah. Very good beasts they are. And finally, for Series 27, the newcomers to the series, we have Gorog the Firehound, the Fiery Fiend, and Devourer the Deathfish. Now, Raptex lost to Slivka in a very brutal fashion, and Gargantua, let's say, lost to Ospira. But Gargantua took the form of her ring, and Ospira's wearing Gargantua to give her more power. So I have created an overarching arc that will be in this series every time Ospira fights. And yeah, so Gargantua is not through to round 2, but that doesn't mean she's eliminated though. And now we're on to the specials. Nearly 20 minutes in, I'm making good progress. So yeah, I'll live with that. Up next, we have, so with the specials, we're going to go numerically, well, in order they got released. Arax the Soul Stealer. I'm expecting him to die soon. Cressa the Winged Terror, runner-up of the Specials Generation Tournament. I'm expecting Cressa to do well. Morax the... Try that again. Mortax the Skeleton Warrior, semi-finalist in the Specials Tournament. I'm expecting Mortax to do great. And I'm hoping he does. Grashkor the Beast Guard. Redemption from Specials Tournament where he died in round 1. So hopefully he'll do good. Ferric the Iron Soldier. Alright. I like Ferric, but I don't know how far he's going to get. Victor the Deadly Archer, I think he's probably going to die in round 2. Anaret the First Beast, I hope this one dies in round 2. Skolo the Bladed Monster, I like the beast, but I can't picture him winning. Jakara the Ghost Warrior, Lucas wants this beast to make it through to round 3 because she died in round 2. Tempera the Time Stealer, she skipped round 1, but now she's got to fight. Falcor the Coiled Terror, semi-finalist again, I'm expecting to do well. Kyrax the Metal Warrior, top 7 beast. I'm hoping Kyrax does well because I have so much creative liberty when it comes to Kyrax. Magor Ogo the Swamps, I don't know how well Magor's going to do, but I think physical strength is going to be his downfall, but I don't know when. Vorak the Storm King, alright, Giant Lobster, we could use that. Ospira the Savage Sorceress with Gargantua Ring, so she's more powerful than she is now. Scalamanx the Fiery Fury. And last but not least, Petrix the Winged Slicer. So, those are our 78 beasts through to round 2 of the All Generation Tournament. Place your bets on who you think will win. And do what I do. Using all 5 of these beasts here, put down the name of the 5 beasts that you think will do well. Okay? That's what I've done. I'm not going to say which 5 beasts I think have done, which I think will do well, but I'll keep track on when each of those 5 die, because chance of me predicting a winner is unlikely. So, yeah, I will keep track of that, and I'll let you know what my 5 predictions were in the finals. Until then, that's been the summary of round 1. How many seasons are going to be eliminated in round 2? Until then, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below, and I'll see you next time.